Shedeur Sanders' mom fires back at ex-NFL coach after critical comments. Sanders has been QB3 on the Browns' depth chart. The mother of Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders fired back at criticism he received from former NFL head coach Rex Ryan on Monday. Ryan had some terse words for Sanders after the rookie said he was capable of playing better than some of the starters in the league. However, Sanders has not moved up from the number 3 position on the depth chart and has not seen action in any Browns games this season despite Cleveland being 1-3, not even in garbage time. Pilar Sanders didn't appear to appreciate the remarks from Ryan. To young athletes and football fans, "This is what impotent, cancerous, envious energy looks like," she wrote in a post on her Instagram stories. "This type of evil, sick, goes way back. You can cut it with a knife, embedded in blood and bones seeping through all of the rotting wormholes it has. What and who does he really represent? Its family and peers should be embarrassed to know and let this on their platforms. There's no room for this type in sports." The post has since been taken down. The former New York Jets head coach said on ESPN that he believed there was something missing from the Sanders conversation as the panelists debated over what head coach Kevin Stefanski should do at the position. New details emerge in reported robbery involving Steelers' Skylar Thompson in Dublin. "This kid talks and he runs his mouth. Like he said, I can be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. Get your A in the front row and study and do all that. If I know, the whole league knows," Ryan said. "Quit being an embarrassment that way. You've got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now." Sanders said last week he believed he could perform better than some current starters in the NFL. "I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better than that," Sanders told ESPN Cleveland. Click here to get the Fox News app. Sanders said he is ready to play and waiting to hear his name get called to go in. Fox News' Scott Thompson contributed to this report. Follow Fox News digital sports coverage on X and subscribe to the Fox News Sports Huddle newsletter. The Cleveland Browns have become the epicenter of endless quarterback debates, but this time, the controversy didn't come from Shedeur Sanders' play, or lack thereof. Instead, the storm erupted after an ex-NFL head coach launched sharp criticism at the young quarterback during a nationally televised segment. His remarks questioned Shedeur's readiness for the pro level, suggesting he was more celebrity than signal caller. What followed was swift, fiery, and deeply personal. Shedeur's mother, Pilar Sanders, firing back with words that quickly set the football world ablaze. The NFL is no stranger to family voices entering the arena. From Eli Manning's father steering his draft path to Patrick Mahomes' brother making headlines on social media, the presence of relatives in the football conversation is hardly rare. Yet what Pilar Sanders did was different. This wasn't a casual tweet or a supportive cheer from the sidelines. It was a direct, unfiltered rebuttal that tore through the old guard narrative many ex-players and coaches still cling to. The spark that lit the fire. The comments that started it all came during a routine panel discussion about the Browns' quarterback depth chart. With veteran Joe Flacco under scrutiny, rookie Dylan Gabriel stealing a few practice reps, and Shedeur Sanders still waiting for his chance, the panel was asked who could realistically take over. That's when the ex-coach, known for his blunt takes, launched into Shedeur. "He's not NFL ready. He's been pampered, protected, and hyped since day one. This league doesn't care about celebrity kids or Instagram stars, it chews them up. I don't see him lasting when he finally gets thrown out there." The tone was dismissive, even mocking, and it carried weight given the coach's history. His words traveled quickly through social media, amplified by highlight shows, podcasts, and Browns fans desperate for quarterback clarity. For Shedeur, it was just another jab in a long line of skepticism. But for his mother, it was the last straw. Pilar's response. In a lengthy social media post that felt more like a manifesto than a rebuttal, Pilar Sanders didn't just defend her son, she went after the very culture of NFL commentary. "Let me make this crystal clear," she wrote. "Shedeur has worked for every opportunity he's earned. He's been trained by one of the greatest minds in football history, his father, and he's proven himself every step of the way. To sit behind a desk, decades removed from the game, and dismiss his talent is lazy, bitter, and rooted in something deeper than football." She didn't stop there. Pilar questioned why certain young quarterbacks are celebrated for potential while others are branded entitled before they even take a snap. Her words struck at the heart of the double standards in football media. You see some young men handed every excuse in the book. He just needs more weapons. He's on a rebuilding team. Give him time. But when it comes to Shedeur, it's nothing but negativity.
Why?
Because he refuses to play the role you've written for him. He's building his own brand, his own path, and that threatens the old way of doing things. The post immediately went viral. Within hours, hashtags like #StandWithShedeur and #MamaSanders trended on X, formerly Twitter. Browns fans, college supporters from Colorado, and even neutral football watchers chimed in. Pilar had cracked open a conversation that stretched beyond football. It touched on generational divides, media bias, and what it truly means to earn respect in the NFL. The fallout. The ex-coach in question reportedly brushed off Pilar's comments, telling a radio station that he didn't take social media seriously. But that didn't stop his reputation from taking a hit. Younger fans blasted him as out of touch, while even some current NFL players chimed in to back Shedeur. One star wide receiver tweeted, "Every QB has doubters, but coming after the man before he takes a real snap? Weak. Respect to Mama Sanders for checking him." Meanwhile, the Browns' locker room reportedly rallied around Shedeur. Sources claimed that even Joe Flacco, often portrayed as the competitor blocking Shedeur's path, told teammates he admired how Shedeur handled the situation by staying quiet and focused on practice while his mom carried the PR fight. A family that won't stay silent. The Sanders family has always operated differently. Deion Coach Prime, Sanders reshaped the college football landscape with his outspoken, unapologetic style. Shedeur himself has leaned into his public persona, balancing flashy watches and Instagram posts with disciplined game film study. Pilar's fiery defense wasn't an outlier. It was part of a larger Sanders ethos: speak your truth, unapologetically. Critics might argue that players' families should stay silent and let the game speak for itself. But in today's NFL, silence often means allowing the narrative to harden unchecked. By stepping into the spotlight, Pilar ensured that her son wasn't reduced to a punchline by an out-of-touch coach with a microphone.